Hey guys, Dino here from Dino's Motorcycle Rides. Just out today on another demo bike from North Auckland Harley Davidson. Picked it up from Greg over there and the friendly crew, and just out this morning. Take it out for a bit of a ride. I've never ridden one of these, so it's a Lowrider ST, Lowrider Sport Touring as the ST stands for, and it's got the 117 cubic inch engine. So this is the same sort of setup on the Road Glide ST I took out, did a bit of a review on some time ago. Big difference with these bikes, they're a softail, so they have a monoshock. The touring bikes have the different pair of shocks at the back, a different setup altogether. So I've heard these softails, I've only ever ridden one some time ago. That was a Heritage. So the lot of debate about the suspension. A lot of the guys are saying these softails handle a bit better than the touring bikes, unless of course you put aftermarket shocks on them. So yeah, no, definitely so far I quite like this. I'll jump on it shortly and hook up my mic and do a bit of a review on how it rides. The colour is gunship grey, quite like the colour, and they obviously come with these panniers on the back, so they're detachable. What else has it got? Oh, this bike here that I'm riding has a sound system, the Rockford Fosgate I think it's called, and it Bluetooths to your phone so you can play music through it. The other big difference between this Lowrider ST and a standard Lowrider is the obviously the fairing. So these come with this fairing at the front, which just helps cut down on some of that wind on those longer rides. So this demo bike's got the Pisani aftermarket exhaust system on it. I quite like the sound of these, the same as the ST Road Glide I took out, and had one as well. So they do sound quite nice, louder than your stock exhaust, but not overly loud, and pretty easy to get to these panniers. You just lift up this lever here and they drop down, so there's a bit of room in there for your luggage and whatnot. So as I said, it's got the 117 engine, the same as the ST touring bikes, but these are a lot lighter, so they're quite a bit more nimble. It'll be interesting to see how it handles. I'll take it out on the open highway and see how it goes. One thing I have noticed, I'm not a fan of the mid controls. Got quite long legs, so I prefer forward controls. So if I was to get one of these, I'd definitely upgrade and put forward controls on. But if you're a shorter person, the mid controls would be fine. And the other thing I have noticed on my short ride here are the bars. I'm sort of reaching a wee bit more than on my street glide, but again, that's an easy fix. You just get those pulled back a bit, or get different bars altogether, depending on what you want. One thing I did forget to mention when I was doing the walk around, so these ST models are just set up for a solo rider, so they don't come with rear foot pegs for a passenger, and they just come with a solo seat. So I had the same setup with the Road Glide ST that I rode, but that was a demo bike, so they did stick on foot pegs and a passenger seat on that one. So there's something to think about if you're looking at getting one of these. So obviously, yeah, probably, well, definitely set up for just a solo rider. Now, when I was in at the showroom of North Auckland Harley Davidson, they had on the floor a brand new Lowrider ST El Delabo. I don't think I pronounced that correctly, but it's the limited edition Lowrider STs. So they're red, and they've made 1,500 worldwide. So Greg was lucky enough to get one in on a showroom floor, and at this point of the video, that one's actually up for sale. I think New Zealand dollars. I think they're around that 43.50 mark, and then you're just, you're paying a bit more because it's a limited edition bike. and the colour looks really, really nice. So definitely feels very nimble. You can definitely feel it's lighter than the touring bikes, and you can throw it around a bit, and it's not so heavy to push around in the car park as well, which is good. It's got to get used to this fairing, because on the street glide it's fixed to the handlebars, but with these in the road glide they're fixed to the frames, so they don't move as you turn the handlebars. I quite like this fairing. The one on the road glide is pretty busy. There's a lot going on. Designed out on the open road to cut down that wind. This one's a bit smaller, a bit more compact. Looks the part too. Actually, so far I'm pretty impressed with this bike. I'm quite surprised. It's just riding around these suburban streets. You can just really throw the thing around. Yeah, and like I said, you can when you stop at an intersectional traffic lights, you're just being quite low. You know, your feet are just firmly planted straight on that asphalt, so you're certainly not up on your tippy toes or anything. So just a heads up, I'm filming this on the north shore of Auckland, the main road into Devonport, and Devonport's a beautiful spot, but what a nightmare with this traffic. It's a Saturday morning. There's only one way in and one way out of Devonport, and I did that walk around. I was up at North Head, just in the little car park there, but yeah, no, certainly wouldn't want to live on the side of the bridge. Fortunately with the bike I can do a bit of lane splitting, so I'm going to pull over up here before I go onto the motorway. I've already Bluetoothed the sound system to my phone. I want to check out, see what those speakers sound like. I think I've worked out how you can toggle with this switch over on the left hand side of the handlebar for the volume up and down. So just while I'm doing the review, I can't really have the music blasting through. YouTube will do me for copyright, no doubt. So we'll see how that sounds compared with the street glide audio system. All over, I got the sound system working, but I couldn't figure out how to toggle on the handlebars for the volume up and down. So I had to do it through my phone, so I just disconnected it because I'm heading out onto the motorway, but got to take my word for it. It's a pretty awesome sound system, certainly super loud. Okay, let's open this little rocket up and see what she's got. Yeehaw! Yep, she's definitely got plenty of power. Could be a licensed loser, this one. Right, well that was a bit of fun, bit of a blast along the motorway. Didn't manage to get pulled over by any cops, so that's bloody good. So no, it ticks all the right boxes. No problem with the power. The fairing compared with my street glide, yeah, not as good, but certainly going to help, that's for sure. I mean, it is a smaller bike, and certainly not as large as a road glide, but it's not the end of the world, you know. It's got protection there, better than nothing at all. So yeah, just wrap it up. Pretty impressed. What is it? It is a lowrider ST. Gunship Grey 117, and if you want to take one out take this one for a test ride, if you're in Auckland, shoot over there to North Auckland Harley Davidson, go and see Greg and the team, and off you go. You'll be impressed. And I've got that nice looking red one in there too. I don't think that's going to stay there for too long. Alright, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.